Right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Scott Boys, and welcome to another episode of Smite Talk. Today is obviously the second episode of the series. Last week we had Brandon on the show. It was very interesting to see his point of view in Smite itself, see what some interesting things he thinks about the game, or what he'd like to change, or just a competitive past, get to know him better, for you guys to, get behind him a bit more, you know? But I've got a new guest today. It is the almighty Mike Chrissykins.
Yes, I am here.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Jackie
How
King.
how are we today?
I am fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad, not too bad. Could be better, could be worse. I could be homeless.
You would never be homeless. You would always be over mine.
Wait, what? We don't even live in the same fucking country.
If you were homeless, I would definitely take you in.
I just gotta get to London first.
I'll come pick you up and
Come-
pay for your ticket.
yeah.
Literally just pick you up, put you in my bag, and go on a train.
Right. Okay. Let's get down to business. So, obviously, this is called Smite Talk, so we're gonna be talking about Halo, obviously. Obviously.
Yes,
Obviously.
let's talk about Halo, a game I haven't played in forever.
No. Right. Okay. First question is, who introduced you to Smite?
Oh, that would be a very easy question, Jackie Kins, as the person who introduced me is also the host of this talk show.
Yours truly, Jack. Yes,
Yes.
Jackie Kins. How long ago was that? How long ago did Jack introduce you to this game? Obviously I'm gonna speak about myself in the third person here a lot, so
Break the
get used
fourth
to that.
wall.
Yeah, I'll be speaking to myself as I'm a third person a lot. So when did Jack introduce you to this game? How long ago was that?
I believe a year and a half, but maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit shorter.
Has your interest in the game always been exactly the same, or has it dwindled a bit, or has it got even more at any points? Like even more?
I'll be
Yeah,
com
got
I'll
any
be
more interest in it?
completely honest. Yeah,
hmm
when I first started, just playing with you, like the little Carly Poseidon thing we had, yeah,
hmm
was probably the best time in Smite for me, honestly.
hmm
Because I just started the game and I was actually enjoying it. And then after quite a while of playing, I've been getting completely bored and annoyed about this game. But that's when I play like alone because of all the random twats that you get in this game. And you can understand that, yeah? Please? So yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Uh,
Yeah.
so
And then
okay.
obviously, but when I got into a team doing the five-man scrims, it
Yeah.
actually gets slightly more enjoyable because like I feel like if I mess up, I have people to protect me instead of randoms just death threatening me because obviously I fucked up.
Obviously, that's what happens in casuals. You get fucking death threats. Hashtag hi how to smite. Hi Yanis. Yanis in chat, by the way.
Hi, Anas.
Right, okay, on to the big part of the episode. We're going to talk about your competitive past now. So, how did it all start? What was the first team you ever joined, and who was on it?
Well, technically,
And how long ago
if you
did you? How
count,
how long ago was it? Was this a year ago, or was it straight away when you first started Smite? Or how did this all happen?
I think this was about a year ago because it was like half a year after I started playing Smite because me and you were obviously doing like Road to Grandmasters for a bit,
hmm
and then I don't know if we started the 1v1 league or we started the team first. I think it was the team first, if I'm being completely honest, yeah?
hmm
But me and you had a talk because you were talking about the World Championship of Smite because you were watching it at the time.
hmm
And obviously, both of us decided we actually wanted to do it, so we created the team. And I think we got Brandon, Alan, and Aaron on the team
hmm Okay.
for the first. It was me mid, you jungle, Aaron solo, I think at first, Brandon ADC, and Alan support. And I'm gonna say it was probably one of the worst teams we had, or I've been in at all.
Yeah, okay.
Not gonna. Should I blame the reasons why?
Go ahead. This is the untold story. This is a complete truth.
So with that, we all agreed that it was Alan because
Okay.
Alan hadn't started playing Smite for like a couple of days, and he was terrible. Only wanted to play Thor support, and Thor wasn't even that good, honestly. You remember those days? You're already laughing at it.
That's a thought. Those were the days.
Those were the days where you only played Carly and Alquag. I only played Poseidon.
And Nemesis, get it right.
Hey, you hardly played Nemesis for the team, I think, back then. Also, you'd never play Thor because Alan would always steal that from you. So
Okay.
then I think we got rid of Alan and we
Okay.
brought Lloyd into this.
Mhm.
And I'll admit, Lloyd was a lot better player than Alan.
Mhm.
But the issue we had with Lloyd was that he was too overly aggressive as a support. As in, he would end up forcing Brandon to go into a fight where they couldn't win, or he was constantly tower diving to get a kill, which as a support shouldn't really do without your ADC. Lloyd. And even if
Okay.
Brandon had ran off, Lloyd would still be there fighting.
Okay.
So then after a while, I think we got rid of Lloyd.
Wait. So would you say the whole problem with Lloyd was uh not listening to the shot calls? Would that be the problem for him?
But then at the time, it wasn't just Lloyd that I would put that into, it was also Brandon. Because it was like the whole left side just wouldn't listen to shot calls at all. Like they wouldn't go with it or wouldn't listen. Because I think at this point you were trying to get other people to do some shot calls, like me and Aaron.
Okay.
Because obviously you were our main shot caller, but you also wanted the rest of the team to communicate. And Brandon were constantly fighting, so they had nuisance together. So when Aaron would make a shot call, Brandon would just totally ignore it until either me or you said it, and Lloyd would just not listen to any of the shot calls. But either he wouldn't listen or they would do it late. Like you talk about Goldchew and you got Brandon doing his damage buff with Lloyd helping out, and then they would go to lane to clear a wave, then come to gold once we have already finished it.
Okay.
And then after that, I think we got rid of Lloyd and we brought Eddie into it. And I think we also got rid of Brandon at that point. Or Brandon had left, I think. I'm trying to remember this part. Because I know after we got rid of Lloyd, I think we brought Eddie into it, yeah?
Mhm.
And Brandon and Eddie were together for a bit. And then Brandon left the whole thing. Like
Mhm.
left the team.
Okay.
And then you moved me to ADC. And I can't remember who we got for mid. I'm being perfectly honest with you now. We got someone else to go to mid. Because at this point I was ADC for a bit.
Okay.
And then you moved me back to mid. Because me and Eddie just did not work well together in the lane. Like in a team, we were okay. We would talk, we would communicate. But when we were on the same lane, neither of us would communicate to each other. So at
And
this point,
are you saying that that doesn't always work, or are you saying that are you when you say you didn't communicate with each other, was it because you two knew what the other one was going to do, or was it you just didn't talk and it caused miscommunication between you two?
no, it was like Eddie had got used to Brandon's plays, yeah? Because Brandon and me, we play completely differently. I'm more defensive, Brandon's more aggressive. So Eddie, like when we didn't communicate, it was because we thought we both knew each other really well, yeah?
Mhm.
At first. That's how we thought it at first. But then we were constantly doing the exact opposite of what the other person was thinking. Thinks I'm going to be aggressive because that's what Chris is going to do. I would be defensive. And then if I go to offense, he would go to defense. And then after a while, we just got completely annoyed at each other. because we thought we were all these good friends and we knew each other so well, but it seemed like neither of us knew how each other played at all. And then obviously it got to the point where we were just constantly losing lane, which was annoying you and Aaron. And I think the third person who was on the team. Yet again, I still do not remember who that was.
So,
Hopefully you could tell me who that was.
so what happened next? What happened after that?
Well, I know I moved back to mid, yeah?
Okay.
And I think we re-got Brandon into ADC.
Okay.
Because I think we got rid of whoever was in mid
So
when
talk
I
just
was
talk
there.
talk just to this. At this point, where is everyone on the team? What roles is everyone playing?
Well, I think at this point you were still jungle, yeah?
Okay.
Aaron was solo, I was mid, Brandon was ADC, and Eddie was support. And then after a while, yeah,
Mhm.
you and Aaron swapped places. So Aaron went jungle, and you went solo.
Okay.
And then after that, Aaron was getting pissed off with jungle, yeah, and
Yeah.
um, and Brandon had already like left again, and we got Luke into this.
Mhm.
And I think we got you left because you were getting annoyed with all the leavings and changes. So Jay went solo.
Mhm. Okay. And
Unless
for any
unless I moved to
for anybody who doesn't know who is Jay, explain to the viewers who Jay is.
Jay's
Explain to him who. Explain like how you
oh, he is
who he is, like what kind of play, what
um
who he does know.
we met Jay during Daze's tournament and he was in the finals because he was also in Jack's 1v1 league, but he was in Division 2, which no one knew about. Yeah?
Mhm.
So no one knew anything about Division 2. And then in Daze's tournament, he was an anonymous, and I can't say that word, anonymous
Anonymous,
player.
anonymous opponent.
Anonymous player, which no one knew. And then he literally got to the finals by just sweeping the floor with everyone. He crushed Aaron, he crushed Brandon, and he crushed Eddie.
So so you picked Jay because he came under high recommendation. How does that go?
Yes.
How does that go? So when Jay gets picked up, who is on the team? Where is everyone playing when Jay is picked up?
Well, at this point, I was jungle,
Okay.
Aaron was mid,
Okay.
Luke was ADC, and
Mm.
Eddie was support.
Okay. Then what happens?
Because then we carried on for a while, and then people started arguing, kind of thing, and everyone was the majority of the people, aka Eddie, Aaron, and Luke,
Mhm.
voted Jay out and you back in.
Mhm.
But at this point, I
Um.
went back to mid.
Wait. Why was Jay voted out? What happened there? What was the whole situation that happened to make this happen?
Actually, can't remember this. Oh, I know she was put as captain for this part.
Hmm.
I swear I was captain at this part for a bit.
Okay. So
Because
what?
when we got Jay and you left, I was put as captain and Aaron was put as co-captain. And then after a while, I swapped the captains over with Aaron. And then he got annoyed with it and gave it back to me.
No, I'm asking why was Jay removed? What happened?
I'm trying to think, but there was this whole commotion about. So I'm trying. Oh, what is it? Oh yeah. Jay was getting interviews with other teams.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so no one knew about this apart from me because you let me know.
Mhm.
So Jay couldn't come to one of our training sessions, and we took over. We took Dean in for a bit, yeah,
Mhm.
for like 2 games, which we weren't meant to tell Jay because obviously Jay didn't want to tell us that he had left and he was still in the team. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
So we had Dean train with us, and then after that, Dean didn't want to be in our team because of a few people, like Aaron and Luke, I think it was.
Okay.
Because Aaron and Dean don't really get along very well. Because Dean doesn't like Aaron's play and Aaron doesn't like Dean's play.
Mhm. Okay.
So then that was going on. And then Jay came back, yeah,
Mhm.
but you had already done a training session with us because we asked you to sub for Jay for a bit.
Mhm.
Then after that, Jay then stated, because he found out about you subbing, yeah, and
Mhm.
said he gave us a choice, either take you back and kick Jay, or keep Jay and tell you to stay as the coach. Because you didn't mind joining back at this point, but you
Mhm.
wanted to be in a attacking role, aka jungle or ADC.
Mhm.
And obviously I voted to have Jay in the team because even though you're like my best friend on PS4 and
Mhm.
probably in real life as well, yeah,
Mhm.
the better choice was having you as a captain, not captain, manager,
Mhm.
and Jay as solo, because if we had swapped all these roles, it would either have left us with Luke as our support or solo, which no one wanted at all,
Mhm.
or putting people in roles that they're not comfortable in.
Mhm.
So I voted for Jay to stay. Aaron voted for you because he prefers you over anyone else.
Mhm.
Luke said he doesn't care, but he would prefer you than Jay.
Mhm.
And Eddie voted for you straight away as well. So at this point, Jay left.
Yeah.
You joined. We tried one game with Luke solo, and then we stated, no, we're doing complete and different roster chains. So you went ADC, I went mid, Aaron went jungle, so me and Aaron swapped. Eddie went from support to solo, and Luke went to support. And after this, Luke left because he did not want to play support, and he hated the fact that he joined as ADC, and someone's just gone and taken his role, even though the person who took it is a crap ton better than him.
Mhm.
So he was pissed.
Okay.
And at this point, that pissed off you and Aaron. So you and
Okay.
Aaron were having an argument with Luke.
Okay.
And then Eddie then argued with you and Aaron for arguing with Luke.
Okay.
So Eddie was backing up Luke when you two were having to go at him for leaving. Yeah?
Mhm.
And at no point did anyone say too much. Like they didn't go over the top. They just said what they felt and what was right to be said.
Okay.
But because Eddie saw it as a bit too much, he thought you were being too dramatic and he thought Aaron was being too rude, Eddie also left. And at this point, so did you. Because Eddie ended up joining his friend's team, Alan,
Okay.
and they invited you to this.
Mhm.
And you found Janice, and me and Aaron were left alone. So we ended up getting. So
Wait,
that
wait,
was the
wait,
end
wait,
of Slurp
wait,
Nation.
wait. So, at the end of Slip Nation, who goes where? What happens? So, what's the team at the end? So Luke's left, right? Luke's left the
You
team.
and Eddie
So Luke's
have
left the team. Luke's left the team. Who replaced Luke for that short amount of time?
Janice.
So comes in. So what's the roles for that last couple of weeks? Who's playing where for the last couple of weeks?
You're ADC, Janice is support, I'm mid, Eddie solo, and Aaron's jungle.
Okay. So the big breakup happens. Who goes where?
Janice, you, and Eddie go off to Toxic Jungler,
Mhm.
and me and Aaron made our own team because we literally had no one else we could go to. Well, at first we went off to Brandon's team, who was creating a team, yeah. But both of us left and started our own team because Brandon was just pissing us both off. with his team name and the people he were inviting. Yeah.
Okay.
So then we invited Luke as the ADC because honestly, as I said to Aaron, I felt bad of how Luke just got completely kicked out of everything. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we found our support Renko. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, was it Renko first? No. Yes, it was Renko. And then we found a guy called Lukit.
Okay.
And let me just say, Lukit was the biggest prick I've ever met. Yeah?
Okay.
He would leave a team fight to go and kill someone who is low, and he wouldn't give a care in the world. And he left us after a couple of weeks and said we're all shit. He doesn't want to be with us.
Okay.
Tried to make it sound like he was too good for us. We also kicked Luke from the team.
Mhm.
No, we didn't kick Luke at this point. No, we then got this. We then looked for another solo laner and we found someone, but we didn't get to train with him because he literally just turned around and said, "I'm sorry, I'm not joining a team if someone on the team isn't level 30." Because at this point, Aaron was still like level 28, level 29, and
Mhm.
Luke wasn't level 30 either. Then after that, we were just thinking of giving up, and Luke had his times where he just couldn't do anything. So we kicked Luke, and I think we got Dean on in the team, yeah?
Mhm.
And I
Okay.
think we also got Brandon for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Brandon in for a bit, ADC, and Dean solo.
What happens then?
Then obviously, we're doing fine for a bit, and then you said you would be the manager for our team, yeah?
Because I know your team was the team that discovered Tice. So where does Tice come into all of this?
Yeah, this is what happened. Then we kicked Brandon from the team, yeah,
Mhm.
and put Dean ADC because we found Tice because we were hoping to kick Brandon from the team and bring Dean in and get Tice because we found Tice because of you and also he was on the same website as we found Janice.
Mhm.
So we got Tice in solo, yeah,
Mhm.
and we had Dean ADC. And then after a while, Dean ended up swapping with you because you got kicked from Toxic Junglers.
Mhm.
So Dean went to being our manager and you were our ADC.
Okay.
So
So.
now we've gone from having no one from the past team to then bringing you back to getting rid of, like not getting rid of, but Dean went to manager status because he said he's fine going to manager and bringing Jack in the team. Because you were our manager at the time, but you did want to play.
Mhm.
Because you thought, at first, you didn't want to play. You were giving up with playing Smite. You were happy just being a manager. And then after season 4 came out, I think it, no. Yeah, after season 4 came out, you were disputing whether to play. So you started playing, and you didn't mind it, so you joined in. So you now are ADC, and then Aaron started being funny, like a really bad captain, should I say? Yeah.
Mhm.
And me, you, and Tice went to a whole different team. You created a team with me, and we renamed it Slurp Nation, but I will call it Slurp Nation 2.0. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
And we had Tice as our solo laner, and we got Janice as our support because you rated Janice so highly,
Mhm.
and we brought Luke as our jungler. So Luke has come back into the team.
Goes full circle. Luke finally comes back. So the team so far, Slap Nation, as you call it, 2.0. Tice, Luke, Chris, Giannis, Jack was So this 2.0 version of Slurp Nation, was it better than the original at its peak? So the peakers, we call it Jay, you, Aaron, Eddie, and Luke. So is that better? Is this new team better than that old one?
Okay, yes and no. In some aspects, it was better, but in other aspects, it wasn't.
Explain.
ADC, yeah,
Yes.
you are a hell of a lot better than Luke, yeah?
Mhm.
So ADC, yes. Support, I honestly will agree I would rate Janice more than Eddie, even though Eddie is a really good support, yeah?
Okay.
Janice, I think, is slightly better in support. In mid, obviously, I've been mid in both comps, like
Okay.
both teams. So mid, we won't discuss mid. Jungler,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't, at this point, at the start of Smite 2.0, Smite Nation 2.0, I honestly would say Aaron was a lot better than Luke.
Mhm. Okay.
And that was only because what Aaron had issues with, yeah,
Yeah.
Luke was okay with. Aaron, like, sometimes doesn't, like, level up. He gets kind of fed, but he doesn't get fed easily, yeah?
Yeah.
Luke can easily get fed, but the issue is Luke, yeah?
Yeah.
He cared too much on getting fed. Steal all the XP caps and buffs, yeah? Just drop every buff, even if no one was able to get it, and he would rate a buff over a team fight. So if there was a team fight in the right, he would still get the damage buff and the mid camps before he came to help the team fight.
Okay. So
So that was Luke's major issue at the start. And
now
then
on to
our solo.
now onto the debatable one. This is where you'll kind of see it go both ways. I could see arguments for both sides of the story. Which one are you going to go for, Tice or Jay?
Okay, now I feel sorry for Tice because I will rate Tice. Tice is a great player, but in my eyes, I think Jay was a hell of a lot better.
Okay.
Like Tice is great in a team, yeah.
Mhm.
Tice is a great team player. Over Jay, Jay is more like of a solo kind of solo laner. He
So,
can just
yeah,
he
ironically,
can
solo. Then yeah, okay, we get it.
yeah he can just batter anyone in his lane to the point where he's so far ahead, he will just come over to any lane and just say, I don't need you, and just bitch slap the other team.
Tell me
So
this true.
he can,
Tell me this true. So when I'm going to go back a bit, when you were on a team with Jay back on original Slip Nation, when I wasn't on the team, apparently you were scrubbing a German team or something, and then like you just met him in 5v5 casuals, and apparently they messaged saying that Jay was so fucking good. Was this true?
that is very true. Like, we found this German scrim team, yeah, and this is probably the only scrim team that we found that haven't been based around friends, yeah?
Mhm.
We played them online twice, yeah? Twice. Without knowing it was the same people, yeah?
Mhm.
And we completely fucked them up both games. We destroyed them in both games. And I will
Okay.
honestly say that's all because of Jay.
Okay.
Jay getting ahead against a solo laner helped us so much. And then Eddie, because he's German, he obviously sent them a party invite and talked to them, asked if there'd be a scrim partner.
Mhm.
And they said yes. So we then went to scrim them. But because they've done our research on us,
Mhm.
and this was competitive rules with the banning and all that,
Mhm.
they prioritized Jay, which put us at a disadvantage because if Jay's on a god that he's not majorly comfortable with, and he's not getting that far ahead, our team was going lower and lower down. Because I will honestly say this, the difference between Slurp Nation 2.0 and Slurp Nation.
Mhm.
Slurp Nation 2.0 was a group discussion kind of thing. We all had our good sides and we all had our bad sides. In Slurp Nation, normal Slurp Nation, we relied on Jay being the tank and also the carry too much. Like, if he wasn't in our team, I don't think we ever would have ever would have won a game. We relied on him too much. after he left, yeah,
Yeah.
that basically showed us that we needed so much training to get into the point where we can basically rely on ourselves a little bit.
Okay, so let's come back out of that. Let's come back to the point we're at. So the point we're at is Select Nation 2.0 has been created. What happens next?
What happens next? Yeah, that carried on for quite a while, yeah.
Okay.
And then we got and Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die as our sub, yeah.
Who?
Lucas, I think his name was.
Oh yeah,
Lucas.
Lucas. Lucas.
The only reason why I
Wait.
call it is because
I need
when
to stop
I
you. I need to stop you. Quickly. I'll ask him after he finishes his story. Yanis, carry on.
well, okay, but yeah. So obviously, I didn't like. I met him once, Lucas, yeah, and I saw his name as I'm Blue, yeah, and
Mhm.
obviously I was playing the yeah by Elfin 55, I think it is,
Mhm.
and obviously I just called him I'm Blue Dabba Die, and that's been a thing for me now, yeah. So we
Mhm.
got him as our sub, and obviously. But Brandon was subbing for me because obviously I had issues for quite a while that I couldn't play. So you guys got Brandon. And then I got kicked from Slope Nation 2.0, yeah,
Yes.
and joined Brandon's team, which had Brandon, Aaron,
Wait.
Dean, and Remco.
Wait. So Select Nation 2.0. Why? Why did they kick you? Did they have someone to replace you, or did they just kick you?
They had Lucas to replace me.
So had they been practicing with Lucas beforehand?
Yes, because
Okay.
Luca, obviously, because I wasn't able to, like, there were points where I couldn't come, like, I didn't do a training session for about 12 weeks, because every day that a training session was on, I was either working at the hospital visiting my dad. Also, the fact that my PS4 broke for a week duration.
Okay. So after that, after the whole you leave the team, how did you land
But
yourself on
it
a team
wasn't,
so quickly? How did you land yourself on a new team so quickly? What happened? What was the talks in there? Was there so how did you get
well,
on this new team so
basically,
quickly? You were on the team like instantly. So how did that
yeah,
happen?
basically, before, like, when I was at the hospital with my dad, you called me, obviously,
Mhm.
and you were telling me that you're, like, Janice and Luke, Ty, like, Janice was talking about how he wants me kicked from the team, yeah?
Mhm.
Because obviously I wasn't contributing to the team at all. And
Yes. Okay.
you obviously had to do something about it because you're captain. You don't want to look like you're picking favorites, yeah?
Yes.
Luke also said Luke and Tice said they didn't care, yeah?
Yes.
And Lucas said it would be better to kick him, but he doesn't care, really, in
Yes.
a way.
Okay.
So obviously that was going on. And then you literally said you feel bad for me because you know I would want to be in a team, but because of what I'm doing as a captain, it would be the best decision to kick me. So you called up Brandon, yeah?
Mhm.
And you were asking Brandon if I could join their team, if
Okay.
Brandon would let me, yeah?
Mhm.
And at this point, Brandon then said, yeah, sure, he can join, yeah? And I'm now on Brandon's team with Aaron, Dean, and Remco.
So let me get it straight. How long did you and Aaron play together for? The whole of your the whole like a whole year together? I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Yeah, we
Straight,
were
and then
in lane.
you were separated for a tiny bit, then you're back together again.
Yeah, we were in lane for about 6, 7 months for like non-stop. Him jungle, me mid, then me jungle, him mid. And then I left, like, we got rid of Aaron for what? For like, not even like 13 weeks at most, I think. Yeah?
Mhm.
And then I've joined Brandon's team with Aaron as my jungler again. Because they needed a mid laner. And then Brandon left. I'm trying to remember who we got from Brandon. I think it was more of the fact that I went back to ADC at this point,
Okay.
and we got. I was in mid still. Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
I'm trying to remember what it was. We got someone else to go ODC for a bit, yeah?
Okay.
And after that, Aaron was leaving, so it's up to the point that we're at now, where
So
it's
so
me.
so you're stuck with you, Dean, and Remco.
Yeah, we're stuck with me, Dean, and Remco, yeah?
Mhm. So what happens next?
And then Dean, obviously, we needed to know who was going to be captain. And I've said I don't mind being captain, but if someone else would like to be captain, say raise your hand now. And Dean stated he would love to be captain. He doesn't mind being the captain, but if he was captain, he already has some ideas. But
Mhm.
before Aaron left, we needed a ADC, and Aaron stated that he would get Marty, my friend Marty, to join. And obviously, I was training Marty with Marty for a bit, yeah. And
Mhm.
then Aaron just didn't bother coming to the first training session we had, yeah,
Mhm.
with Marty. So it was me, Dean, Marty, and Remco. And let me just say, Marty wasn't the best player. We didn't do shit, like, we didn't do absolutely gobshite, yeah? But we didn't do what we wanted to be. Because twice, Marty wasn't playing ADC, I think. Because someone took his lane twice. And I went jungle instead.
Mhm.
So I went in jungle, and Marty went mid.
Okay. So
And we had Dean Solo and Remco support and randomer ADC twice. So we didn't really do any training properly, yeah?
okay.
And then Aaron just left without saying a thing. He just left the group chat and didn't talk to anyone about it. So
Okay.
no one knew why he left, but everyone just thought he's not coming back, so goodbye Aaron, you're off the team.
Okay.
So at this point all of us were discussing on who should be the captain.
So
Dean
Dean steps up.
said
Yeah.
Dean steps up and says, I've got great ideas, yeah?
Mhm.
And this is like quite recently. So I said, Dean, invite me to a party, give me your ideas, and we'll discuss if it's actually going to work. He tells me we should get Eddie and Eddie's friend Ollie.
Okay.
So Eddie, we've invited Eddie to the party, and this is probably the first time I've spoken to Eddie since Slurp Nation version 1 has ended.
Okay.
Yeah? So this
Yep.
is a long time. And Eddie gladly joins and says Ollie's also in. So first training session, yeah,
Yeah.
Ollie forgot the day and time we're doing it. So we
Okay.
got Alan to
Alan Barr.
sub for Ollie in jungle.
Alan Barr, guys, not the Alan from first ever original Slurp Nation. Not him.
No, not
This
Alan
is Alan Barr.
McMahon. This
This
is
is
Alan
Alan Barr.
Barr. Eddie King's friend Alan, not your friend Alan. Yeah,
Mhm.
so we got him to like sub for us in jungle, and let's just say that team did work out with Alan. Yeah,
Mhm.
we did really well. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then obviously after that we had our second training session just yesterday, and let me just say the first two games was probably one of the best matches I think I've had with a team for quite a long time.
Okay.
And
So
now that's how it is with Ollie jungle, Eddie mid, Remco support, me ADC, and Dean solo.
and Dean is still captain. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's story. So that's everything. That's the accumulation from start to end, and that took place in just over a year, right?
Yes. So much
Is
moving around in a year.
is there any parts you regret, or you think could have been handled better? Like, so we know you regret the whole Jay situation. Do you think that would have changed anything?
I honestly think it would have, because this isn't me being rude to you, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But I think inviting you back into the team as the ADC screwed up Slurp Nation itself. Because obviously that put Luke in support, which, no offense, no one enjoyed, yeah?
Okay.
And put Eddie in solo, which I didn't actually like at the start.
Okay.
I thought he was a really bad solo laner when he first tried it out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was mid, and I had to go over and help him quite a bit sometimes, and so did Aaron, our jungler.
Okay. Um.
And I felt like like not punished me, but it kind of made me step back quite a bit because I didn't have a jungler.
Okay. Now, I promised Yanis I'd ask you this question. You stated when Slurp Nation 2.0 was being created by me, I highly rated Yanis, but you never said what you thought of him at that point.
I believe I
What?
did.
No, because you went later on after the team being created, you started to rate him and everything like that. You said you thought he was really good in the middle of the team, but you never said what your first opinions were when I went, I want Yanis on my team.
Okay, well, I will admit, at first, yeah, I
Hmm.
honestly would have preferred Eddie as a support. I'm being completely honest. I did not know Yanis for that long, yeah? I
Hmm.
didn't really get to, like, become great friends with him as you did, yeah? Because you
Hmm.
were in lane with him for quite a while, so you guys ticked together. Like, you knew what to do with him, and he knew what to do with you. So you guys, like, became friends very quickly. But at first, I didn't really know him that well. Then after a while, when Slot Nation 2.0 was on, as he was the support,
Yeah.
I grew to rate him more and more over every other support I've ever had very quickly.
And there you go, Yanis.
So,
There you go, Yanis. He highly rates you over Eddie. It's not slightly. Luke was right. It is a landslide. It's not slightly anymore, Yanis. So you can calm the fuck down. Yanis is triggered in chat, but you said that he's only slightly better than Eddie at support.
well, at first, that's all I thought, because
But
Eddie was
but you
my
don't think that
friend. I
anymore,
didn't
right?
know Yanis.
You don't think that anymore, right? Please don't tell me you think that anymore.
Well, I can't think that I haven't seen Eddie play support since, like, Slap Nation Volume 1.
That's not even the question. Yanis is the fucking best support to touch PS4. Don't you ever touch my Yanis. Yanis is the best. I love Yanis. Right.
Renfro's
Okay.
better. Imagine if I
Let's
turned around just like Renfro's better.
let's move on to the actual questions itself. So favorite teammate ever?
You, hands down. You as my
Why?
jungler.
Why?
Just the Chrissy Kin and Jackie Kin's combination was just too OP. No one could touch that.
Was that the only reason?
1 second, Jack.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Alright, I'll take any questions from the from Yanis in the chat. Yanis, any questions? Yes, Luke, I did ever see Eddie play support.
Okay, I'm back.
Never mind. Alright, okay, so why was I your favorite teammate ever?
Well, obviously there were teammates that worked well, yes? Like Jay, solo laner.
Mm-hmm.
Dean as a jungler, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They were great. But I felt like I had more connection with you as my jungler, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you joined me, it's like I felt like I was. It was probably like how like back then I felt like I was playing my best because I had you by my side. Like
Okay.
now, obviously, I think it's more the fact that you kind of babied me, so it's like I had to do less than what I have to do now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then still in my eyes, it feels like I played my best back then because you were there to basically get all the kills.
Okay. So it was because I basically let you just sit back and just press buttons.
Yeah, it's like
Because I did all the
I
work.
enjoy the game. I feel like I'm getting better at the game now,
Yeah.
and I will admit that it's thanks to you, Dean, Jojo, and everyone else that has helped me in the past. I think
Okay.
it's like you, Dean, Jojo, Deza, Michael, and Jay. Like you guys have probably been the biggest influence on me
Okay.
out of most other people.
Well,
So obviously I have to thank you all for that.
it does help that you just mentioned two of the two people who have won the world championship. You know, does help.
Oh, and Robert.
Oh, so three people who have won world championships. Okay.
I completely forgot Robert for a second then.
Yeah,
I haven't spoken to him in
just
so
fuck
long that I
Robert.
forgot about him. I don't... No, Jack. I'm gonna do that to you.
All right, okay. So next question. This will be interesting. I think I know who you're gonna say, but you could throw me a curveball here. Who is your least favorite
Alan.
teammate?
Alan McMillan. Alan McMillan.
Alan McKinnon.
Hands down.
Why? No,
Yes,
come on.
hands down.
No, Chris. I know he's not. You love Alan. Is it really
No,
Alan?
I like Alan, yes, as a person. It's Smite who was fucking terrible.
I thought you were gonna say somebody else there.
Okay, now I want to ask you this because I want to ask you one
I thought
question.
you were gonna say Aaron.
No, because at times Aaron was like my jungle and mid laner, so it's like we had the connection together.
Or that
We
look
were
at guy.
fine for
Or
quite a
that
while.
or that look at guy.
Okay, now let me just say this, yeah?
Mhm.
Luke, I hate as a person
Okay.
because of how rude he is, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't hate how he plays Smite.
Okay, so it's Alan. Okay, we get it. We get it. It's Alan. Okay, I get it now.
Alan,
We get it
I
now.
like as a person, but I dislike how he played Smite. I dislike how he only wanted to play Thor, and I dislike how he couldn't even play Thor.
Okay, let's move on now. Favorite person to play against?
Oh, can I give two?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Why not?
You
Okay.
and Jojo.
Explain.
You, because you were the person who started me, so it's like master and apprentice battling it out, yeah?
Mhm.
Jojo, because yes, okay, we play completely differently, but our god pools were the exact same as each other.
Mhm.
So it's like he's a better me, and he's the me I want to be. So
Okay.
it's like with you, I'm playing against the person who's training me, and with Jojo, it's like I'm playing against the future me.
Okay. Except you wouldn't ever dive a tower to get a kill when they're full health.
No, I'm talking about when Jojo didn't just play ultra aggressive. I mean when he played
That
smartly.
that was fun days. Jojo ultra aggressive. That was good days.
Oh, that pissed me off.
That was so good days.
Him as a tier just playing ultra aggressively pissed me off so much.
Okay, move on.
Oh, just Chiron was the one.
Least favorite person to play against.
Jay or Michael.
Explain.
I love them as people, yeah? They
Mhm.
are great friends. But how they play just counters me so badly that I feel like there is nothing that I can do to even try and get them when they're playing at full spirit. Because I've taken a game off Jay, but Jay has even admitting he didn't even try hard that game. The second time I played Jay, yeah,
Yeah.
he full on tryharded
Mhm.
because he respected me as a player, yeah?
Mhm.
I still played well, but there was no chance that I could have won. Everyone has admitted that. I played well to hold my own, yeah? But from literally the first minute, it was a sure victory for Jay.
Okay, and why Michael?
Because Michael, he beat my record.
The Halo win streak was defeated by Michael. Okay, that is why you don't
And
like
the
playing
worst
against him.
thing is, it was against me that
Are
he
you?
ended it.
Are you also you? Because you've not said it, I might have to remind you. Aimbot was a thing back in the day.
Yeah,
A, li- a, li-
aimbot
a, li-
was
a,
a
li-
thing.
a little bit of aimbot was occurring in with the one v
It
ones.
still happened when he beat me with the record. It was still
Bit of
aimbot all the
aimbot,
way through.
bit of fucking aimbot. Man, never
Even World Championships, aimbot. Smite Hi-Rez, Michael had aimbot.
fucking aimbot. Okay, so we'll take a relaxation now. All that's out of the way. All the big stuff that you can hurt people's feelings with. That's out of the way.
I feel like with Jay, that actually would probably make him feel better about himself than hurt him. Because I just told him he's like way out of my reach to win.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
Favorite god ever. Favorite god in the
Oh
game. Favorite god.
no.
Favorite god.
Oh
Come on.
no.
Favorite god. Come on.
Oh no. You're gonna have to give me a minute for this. I have two. Can I say two?
Say the two, and then you have to pick one.
Hell and Cupid.
Pick one.
Mainly because of season 4, I'll pick Cupid.
Okay. It's like hell's got nerfed into the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Least favorite god.
Deborah or Kepri.
I thought you loved Deborah.
I love playing as Deborah. I can't stand playing against Deborah.
Okay. So,
And if anyone's wondering, Deborah is Geb.
right. Next question then. Favorite skin.
Mm, mm, probably expelled from hell.
Oh, of course. Why is that? Oh, of course. Is it because the weird way
Because
she backs?
one, yes. Two, because hell is one of my favorite gods anyway. And three, because I like the fact that they're basing hell from a Japanese girl from Corpse Party.
Okay. Least favorite skin. Right, guys. This is gonna take It's gonna take about 10 years because Chris doesn't know any skins.
The Shadow Skins.
Okay. Why? Why are you a racist?
No, that's not me being racist. It's literally just fact.
Chris. Are you a
Yeah?
racist? Are you a racist?
No.
You just don't like black.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I've tried bringing two black men into the 1v1 league. Don't turn around and say I don't like it because they're
Who
black.
did you try to
It's
bring in?
literally just Avraj and Mardi.
All right. Okay.
Both of them are black. And both of them are like close friends in real life.
Okay. So okay, we got at least favorite skin out of the way. Your favorite
The
ever
reason why
change?
they're
Wait,
my
wait.
league,
I don't care. Your favorite
okay,
change? Favorite change. We're moving on.
when
Favorite.
they brought back the writing.
What? Oh, that. Yeah, you spent ages talking about that. I'm pretty sure you spent months on end fucking talking about that.
Yes.
That shouldn't have even been as big as it was, but you spent months talking about that. Fuck me. Right, okay, we'll move on. Least favorite change they ever did, and please don't say removing the writing.
I would say that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm honestly saying I would say that, but no.
Is this the nerf of hell?
No, not that either.
Oh my god, this must have been big.
The the whole map sequence to season 4 with the minions,
You
like
don't
all the buffs coming at 30 seconds
you
after.
don't like that, do you?
No, it pisses me off.
Well, rip the dream. Right, okay. This is the time where this is where it gets interesting. This is where you have to think. This is where we see what you actually think of the game. You can be as dumb as fuck or you can be as smart as possible. You're part of the high-res balance team. You've just been hired by high-res studios. You get to buff 2 things and nerf 1. What would you do?
Well, the first thing I would buff is all of the XP camps again.
Okay.
Because the harpies and the buffs got nerfed to the ground, which pissed me off because if you die, like in the first 2 minutes, there is no way you're coming back until late game. I mean, completely, unless the player is absolutely shit, you aren't coming back. Yeah? I would also buff the healing on some of the healer gods because some of them got nerfed too much.
You don't even have to
I
say
think
you don't even have to say some. Just say fucking hell. Just say hell. We
And it's not
know,
just Hell though.
but we know you're
It's not
aiming it
just
at Hel
Hell.
and Chunga and Aphrodite
No,
and
no.
Sylphana.
Aphrodite didn't get nerfed.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't, but still, you're still buffer. I know you, Chris.
Actually, I was talking about Hell, Chunga, Ra.
Go on,
No, I
go on,
don't
you,
care about Guan Yu because of his ult getting buffed.
go on, you, OP.
And I would debuff. Oh, I'd probably debuff the costs of some of the items that are like
Go on.
really high up.
No, 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 no. Name the items. Name
I
one item.
can't think of
Name
one.
one item. Name one item. And
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna go back on the healers. Name one healer. You can only buff one of the healers. Name it.
Hell.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Name one item.
What to debuff the cost?
Yeah, yeah.
Either
No,
Bloodforge
no,
or
no, no,
Deathbringer.
no, 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 no. I don't think you actually get it. Nerf means doesn't. Nerf means make it worse, Chris. So they up the price, not bring it down.
Oh, sorry. I thought nerf the cost means nerf the cost down. Oh, then probably breastplate of valor.
So you put the cost up.
Yeah,
Why?
because there are some like tank items that are so easily bought that do so much against certain gods. Yeah,
Okay.
that after it's been brought on, like after they've got it, it's like so easy to get it on, like just after your boots and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything until you've bought something that is quite expensive, yeah?
Yes.
So they've now got the advantage on you, where if the costs were slightly up on the items, yeah,
Okay.
you would still have a chance as a hunter or as a mage.
Okay. Right. I've got one question I have to ask you as well. Chat's been asking it. In ranked, what rank would you put yourself in Conquest ranked? Would you put yourself in bronze, silver, gold, diamond, platinum, grandmasters? What would you masters, grandmasters? What would you put yourself in? I don't know why they want to know this, but still.
Probably silver.
Banner.
Wait, does it go bronze, silver, gold, diamond?
I think it goes plat, diamond. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Okay, then either silver or gold.
Okay. And last but not least,
Because I don't think I'm that good. I'm not the best, but I'm not absolutely gobshite that I should like either be non-ranked or just low bronze.
okay. Is there any advice you can give to players who may be looking into getting into the competitive Smite? Like they want to start like making a team or getting involved in the team. What would you advise them to do?
Can I give advice that was given to me?
Yeah, of course. Go right ahead.
Don't just give up. Obviously, keep going on with it and contribute to the point like where the team acknowledges you as a good team member. Like if you lessen at anything, then the team could think that you're a liability and could probably replace you or something like that. So you need to do some extra training if you feel like you need to boost yourself further to get to the point where you are standing side by side with each team member in your team.
Did you ever reach that stage of standing side by side with me, Chris?
Fuck no, you're like 203.
Or Jay?
Yeah, but no offense, Jay's a monster at Smite. No one's ever gonna get up to him.
Alright, okay. Any shout outs you want to give before I let you go?
Everyone that's thanked me in the past, that's helped me in the past.
Any
Daisy Chan, Jackie
any
Kins, Jazer, Dome,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Scarlet, Mr. Scarlett Johansson, you know?
Oh, for
I
fuck's
say Mr. for a reason.
Why did you call Georgia Scarlet?
Because I found out his real name's Johansson.
Fuck.
Roberto Firmino.
Who's Roberto Firmino? Oh, Robert.
Robert.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right, okay, we're gonna let you go. Get the fuck out of here. So shut the fuck up now. Right, guys, thanks for tuning in this week. Next week we should be having Luke on the show, aka Pewface01. He should be on the show next week. And we'll be getting his insight because he's been begging me to be on this show. He was supposed to be the guest this week, but man fucked me over. So fuck you, Luke. Actually, might not even put you on the show next week. You don't even deserve it. I'm joking. Love you, Luke. So as always, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye.
Jack.